In the mid-1400s, European explorers set out to search for new trade routes to Asia. They had three main motives: finding gold, bringing glory to their homelands, and spreading Christianity. Even though they lost many men on their voyages, they created and destroyed empires and created links between nations that would last forever. Every great nation started with motives. One of the first motives for exploring new territories was acquiring wealth and trade. Europe in the 1300s relied on Asia for spices. They didn't just use them to flavor their foods, though. Spices were used in many ways, such as flavoring and preserving meats, perfumes, cosmetics, and medicine.
European explorers also sought glory for their country. This time period was very much about expansion for nations. They all wanted more land for various reasons. All of the European explorers were Christians, so all of the lands conquered by them would become Christian lands. The natives were forced to convert or be killed. When explorers arrived in new territory, they wanted natives to adopt their customs, traditions, and culture. The explorers would teach the natives their language and would enforce Christianity in their lives. One very prominent example is the Spaniards and the Aztecs. When Hernan Cortez arrived in what would be known as Mexico today, he killed the ruler Montezuma II and took over their nation and made it a Spanish country. Each country had a different conquest. England had Newfoundland, Jamaica, New England, North America, Canada, and Africa. France had the Mississippi River Valley, St. Kitts, and Martinique. The Netherlands had East Asia, Batavia, the Spice Islands, New Amsterdam, and the Cape of Good Hope. Spain had Mexico, Peru, North America, South America, the Philippines, and the West Indies. Portugal had Africa, Asia, and Brazil.
Welcome to Newfoundland. Bienvenue à Quebec. Welcome to Batavia. Bienvenidos a México. Bem-vindo a Brasil.
Each European country had many achievements, and not all of them were conquering land. The Portuguese built a much more advanced type of ship called the caravel, or the best ships that sailed the seas. It reached up to 65 feet long and was capable of carrying about 130 tons of cargo. Spain was the first country to circumnavigate the world under Ferdinand Magellan, a Portuguese explorer.
Hola, me llamo Ferdinand Magellan.
Magellan sailed west around South America to the Philippines, where he was killed, but his ships continued on to eventually return back to Spain.
The Dutch created the Dutch East and West India Companies, which are used for trading with the Spice Islands and Java. The Dutch received sugar, spices, coffee, and tea in return for gold. The French were very involved in the fur trade. They traded with the Native Americans. The French received animal skins in return for blankets, guns, and wine. The English established more colonies in the New World than any other country. Some of their territories included Plymouth Plantation, Jamestown, Roanoke, and Massachusetts Bay Colony. Massachusetts Bay and Plymouth Plantation were both located in what is now modern-day Massachusetts. Jamestown was located in what is now Virginia, and Roanoke is located in North Carolina. Although the European countries all had different great achievements, most of the countries had a similar failure. They were not great colonizers. Therefore, the European countries lost control of their newly discovered colonies. The major transformations occurred in Spain and the Netherlands. At the peak of its empire, Spain became the richest empire in the world. The Netherlands were credited with having the highest standard of literacy and living rate. They also had the strongest middle class. The Age of Exploration was the start of the world as we know it today. Europe as a nation became the superior continent because they decided to take a risk and expand and explore.